Well, here she is. This is a 2002 Chevy Express 2500. It's got the 5.7 liter V8 gasoline engine in it. This van was purchased off GovDeals. It was from a prison in Missouri. They use it as a prison transport, and I picked it up for a little under $3,000. Just drove it home yesterday. Had to replace the battery in it, but this is going to turn into kind of a family project van. It'll be something we use either as a camper or just hauling stuff. And I'm going to be learning a lot trying to fix it up, but I figured I'd show it before and then show the progress as we go around. So I'm kind of doing a walkthrough. You can see, like, obviously some plastics broken. We've had rust marks in various spots that need to get taken care of. It's like down here, there's some rust. And then on the body, there's some rust. But the frame overall is pretty good. There's like maybe some surface rust and some spotting, but nothing too bad. On the drive home, the only mechanical issues I noticed, so the first two times I tried firing it up, I had a misfire in one of the cylinders. And here, we'll get inside there. I used a reader, an OBD reader, and it said it was a cylinder 1 misfire. So as you can see, you got the front row and then 2 back rows. There is room to put a 3rd row, but I don't think we're going to do that. But yeah, on the 3rd fire up, the cylinder fired up and drove home just fine. Air conditioning is kind of weak. It's still blowing cold. It's just not blowing very strong. But other than that, like, no other major issues. Topped it off with gas. And then I'm going to buy a fuel injector cleaner to hopefully solve that misfire issue. If that doesn't solve it, I'm probably going to have to either replace the wiring or the spark plugs. I was talking to a mechanic friend of mine, and he said a lot of these old Chevys, the wire's frayed, and that could cause the misfire issue. But I don't know, the mechanics that serviced this at the prison, and then my buddy that's a mechanic, all said it was a steal for the price I got it at. So I'm pretty excited. I think the first thing we're going to do is just like clean up, vacuum in here. And then it's kind of raining this weekend, but once we get a dry weekend, I'm going to, there's some more trash there. And then the floor down here is pretty bad. But yeah, once we get a clean weekend, I'm going to get all the rust off and then paint it to protect the underside, the frame. And then I'll have to do some body work with, some Bondo or something. And then my wife has a pretty good plan of how she's going to paint it. I think it'll be like a green and white pattern. And maybe we'll take out this 3rd row. I'm not too sure. But we got a lot of work to do, but I'm excited. So I'll be documenting that throughout a few videos to show the progress of everything. Oh, and the alignment's off. So like the top of the steering wheel is at like the 10 o'clock when you want to drive straight, which is kind of annoying. But other than that, I'm happy with this van and I'm excited for the future. Bye. So what you're watching is just clips of me vacuuming up a lot of the debris that was left in the van. Showed a little bit on camera, did a lot more off camera. But while you guys are watching this, I just want to talk about kind of the GovDeals bidding process. So it was my first time doing it, so I wanted to share it with you. So the first time, I kind of just found the van I wanted. It met all the parameters I was happy with. And then I placed an initial bid. And I kind of stuck as the highest bidder for a few days. And then, obviously, as the bid got closer, somebody outbid me once. I outbid them. And then you can set a feature where it's an auto bid, where it'll auto bid up to a dollar amount where you're like, okay, I don't want to give any more money. So that's what I did, 40 minutes before the bid closed, because I saw that there was one other person that was actively viewing and bidding against me. And And it got down to the final wire, and I think I had to outbid him one more time by like $100 more. And I ended up taking away this van for about $2,800. I'll show a screenshot from GovDeals website, like saying I won the auction, and it'll show the total price and all that. And then you have to wire the money the first few times, but I looked it up. I think after like the first 3 purchases on GovDeals, you can use a credit card for up to $5,000 if you want. But I had to wire the money, and then you schedule a pickup time. So for me, I had to call the prison that I was staying at, and I went there and picked it up. All right, so I got this Tough Stuff powerful cleaning for tough jobs. It's a foam cleaner designed for carpets, vinyl, fabric. I've used it on other cars before, so I'm going to try to use it here. Let's hope that the stuff isn't too dirty. Let's see if I can swap hands. All right. So I'm just going to spray it and let it sit on basically all the seats, and we'll see how well it does. I'm going to keep spraying it. I don't really know how much I need to use, but I'm sure more is better than less. Make sure we get it down here where people's asses were. We'll let that sit for a sec. And it says just wipe it off with a microfiber once you're done, or a brush if you have that, but I'll be using microfiber cloths. The front seats are probably the worst, because obviously they're the most used. So we'll see how those ones fare in a little bit. But yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. Probably not too much difference, but we'll see. All right, I'll let it sit. Just want to start drying it off. We'll see how it goes. It says to just wipe it off. Not gonna lie, I don't see too much coming up. I might have to get like a heavy duty carpet cleaner in here. We'll see. Maybe it'll give me peace of mind at least that it is clean.